Hey everyone, welcome back to Gracie Mae's Tarot. So today we have a very cute video planned. This is going to be a message from your fur baby. So if you have a dog, a cat, whatever pet you have, this is going to be a message from them. Now I am going to do a separate reading for people who have pets that are passed on. So be looking out for that. That was requested by a subscriber, so that will hopefully be coming very soon. Okay, so we have 3 groups to choose from today. So for pile 1, it says, you're strong, smart, and you got this. Pile 2 says, I know you feel anxious, but you forgot the part where you totally got this. And pile 3, it's going to be okay. So I don't know if you're struggling when you click on this video, but it seems like every person's pet right now, the fur baby, whatever term you want to use, it sounds like everyone's trying to be very encouraging and very supportive right now. If you're struggling, your pet is concerned about you. So anyway, timestamps are listed below in the description box, just like always. And yeah, let's get into it. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you have the Queen of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. We have Cautious, Beware of Dogs. We have Trillium, we have Nourish Your Temple, we have Koi Fish Spirit, There Is Always Enough, and we have Instigator, Gotta Start Something. Okay, a couple messages here right off the bat. Some of you have more than one pet, and for some of you, you have a cat and a dog, or maybe you have multiple dogs and multiple cats. That message is just coming through very strongly with Instigator and Cautious. For some of you though, this is maybe 2 dogs that don't really get along or 2 cats that don't really get along. This could also be talking about, for some of you, maybe you have a pet who is a little bit possessive over you and doesn't maybe like your partner or your friend or other family members. It kind of seems like one of your pets is coming through and saying like, listen, it's not my fault, they're always starting with me. Like, you know, like they're just trying to like come through and say like, it's their fault. You know, I'm not the troublemaker, I'm not the one who starts things. You know, you gotta look out for them, they're the ones who are bad. Like there's a lot of like paw pointing. I almost said finger pointing. There's a lot of paw pointing going on. That's not going to resonate for everyone, but with this Two of Pentacles and this balance, and just with the Cautious card and the Instigator card, it feels like there's this push and pull. Like either there's multiple pets and, you know, they all want the most attention, or again, like they don't want you giving all of your love away to your child or your partner. They want all the attention, you know, that kind of thing is coming through. Like there's a bit of a push and pull there. But moving on from that message, with the Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man, it really feels like your pet wants to come through and say like, whatever you're worried about, whatever has got you tied up here, that's got you stressed, that's got you overthinking, it's almost like your pet is saying, listen, like you gotta slow down and you've got to take care of yourself. Like all this swimming upstream and like fighting against the current, you know, you gotta stop. You know, like there's always going to be something going on that is a bit of a nuisance. You know, there's always something to worry about, but there's also always something to be grateful for. And so your pet really wants you to take care of yourself, and your pet's a little bit sassy. Again, this could be multiple pets coming through, but for most of you, one of your pets is really sassy, and they're kind of like, listen, like you got to take care of yourself. This Trillium card is really about self-care. So, you know, your pet is saying, you've got to take care of yourself so you can take care of me. You know, like, don't forget, I'm the baby. Like, you have to be together so that you can take care of me. Like, if you're not going to prioritize your own needs and take care of yourself just for the sake of taking care of yourself, then at least remember you owe a responsibility to me. You know, it's like your pet knows that you work too hard or knows that you're really hard on yourself, and so your pet is saying, like, listen, if you're not going to slow down and take care of yourself for the sake of taking care of yourself, then at least remember you got to be here to take care of me. And I think that's their, you know, like your pet's like higher self coming through and saying, like, remember the importance here of taking care of yourself so that you can give to other people as well as your pets, you know, as well as your fur babies. So that's a good message there. And I think even just with the card that you selected in the beginning, you know, it feels like maybe you're going through a period of self-doubt and indecision and not knowing what you should do about something, and it's causing you some stress. And your pet wants you to be in this Queen of Cups energy. Like, they want you to be just relaxed, taking care of your emotional needs, you know, filling up your own cup, and they just want, kind of like your pet just wants you to settle down. Like, they just want you to sit down somewhere, you know, they want to crawl on your lap, they want to cuddle with you, and, you know, just relax, like, just take the day off. And with the Beware of Dogs card here, you know, like, dogs can be like really hyper and like chasing things, and, you know, it kind of depends on your dog, but like if you think of people's stereotypes about dogs versus cats, you know, people have an image of a cat just like lounging around, sleeping all day. Cats sleep a lot, right? Whereas dogs, you immediately think of a dog being very active and running around and chasing things. And so it's like your pet, like regardless of whether they're a cat or a dog or, you know, something else entirely, but it's like they just want to come through and tell you, like, beware of overextending yourself, be wary of being overly active, like, you know. And it's for some of you, like, you may get so worked up in your anxiety that maybe it makes you a bit like a bit frantic, you know. And so I was just saying, be mindful of that. Be mindful of like rushing around and multitasking and trying to do so much all at one time. Like, just slow down. Slow down is really the message here. And also, you know, if you're in this lack mentality, like if finances have been a struggle here, you know, it's like your pet is coming through and saying, like, listen, like, we may not have enough in terms of the material right now, but you are smart and capable enough to get through this, you know, and like there will always be enough of you in terms of like your strengths to get us through this, but there is also always enough love, and, you know, like, it will all be okay. It will all work itself out in the wash. It's kind of like the message that's coming through here. Your pet really, really cares about you in terms of like your health and your well-being. Like, they really are invested. You kind of have this sort of pet, and I can even tell this with my cat Gracie sometimes, where when I am very anxious or I've gotten some really bad news, or especially when I come home from work and work has been super stressful, I can tell that she follows me around all the time, but I can tell like certain parts of my body, and this may sound weird, but certain parts of my body, like if my heart is racing, then that's when she lays on my chest, you know. Or, you know, when you're really stressed, like sometimes you have an upset stomach, you know, then she'll come and she'll like make her little biscuits and she'll curl up on my tummy, you know, stuff like that. She'll even like lay on my head sometimes when I have a headache. It's bizarre, but it's like she just intuitively knows. And you may have a pet that does like some energetic like healing for you in that way without you being aware of it. So yeah, so maybe, and even like if you have a dog as well, like if you're really go, I can see your dog trying to slow you down by like rubbing against your legs or like trying to like physically like block you, or like, you know, some dogs will like herd you towards the couch or something, like if you have a cute little corgi, something like that. But yeah, so it really feels like your pet is very invested in your well-being, and they also, again, like they just, and this is probably going to be a message that comes through all of the groups if you have, you know, a pet like mine, but your pet just really wants more attention. This is like also coming through, you know, your pet is saying like, while you're slowing down and taking care of yourself, also you should like play and cuddle with me and all this stuff. I think that's everything that's coming through. I'm trying to think if there are any other messages that I have missed here. I think with the way there's a halo sun around this cat's head with the hanged man, because you know the hanged man talks about a different perspective, and you know your pet really does want you to get into a slower, easier way of living, but also it does feel like, again, like your pet looks up to you so much, and they think that you are so capable and you are so smart, you know, like they think you're the best thing ever. And so I think it would benefit you to act like, you know that saying, like, act like the person your dog thinks you are, you know, like step into that sense of like confidence and, you know, self-efficacy, where you believe in yourself and you feel good about yourself. And I think that would be, you know, like really, really helpful. Speaking of pets, like Gracie's like shifting from side to side. So if you hear some noises in the background, that's her. Okay, let's go ahead and read your spirit cat message, and this will end your reading here. It says, trust. Meet Safi. Trust begins as an agreement she makes with the flame in her heart. She agrees to let it guide her even when it beckons her deep into the night forest of the unknown. When she trusts, the darkness is illuminated and the forest sparkles with her heart light. She may not know exactly where the path leads, but she trusts the enchantment of the journey born of intuition. What you truly seek awakes you. Trust yourself. Step into the forest and begin your wild quest towards the longings of your soul. That's really interesting here. It says the darkness is illuminated and the forest sparkles with her heart light. That reminds me of this card right here, like the cat hanging from the branch in the forest, and here's the light. Even the water here with the Two of Pentacles, like your pet really believes that you have the ability to go through these tough cycles, to ride out the waves, you know, to face the darkness. You know, your cat is, not, I said your cat, some of you have cats, the spirit cat message. The spirit cat message here is really urging you to understand that it's really a balance here. It's a balance between having trust and faith in the universe and your guides, that it's all going to work out, that there's a higher purpose, but also believing in yourself to get through those tough cycles when you're having them, you know, and taking care of yourself, listening to yourself. You know, what is your heart telling you? What is your intuition telling you, your gut? Okay, so pile one, this was your message. I hope it resonated. I hope that I did justice to the messages from your pet or your pets, your fur baby. Not everyone I know treats their pet like their child, so I definitely do. But yeah, if you do that in the comments, let me know, like if your pet is your baby or what kind of pets you have. I'd be curious to know. But yes, I hope this message resonated. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you today. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, hitting the notification bell so you always know when I upload. The easiest way to support the channel is to simply watch the ads. Thank you all so much. Also, if you skipped the intro, I am going to be doing a reading about pets that have passed on. I've never done a reading like that before, and I know I'm gonna have to be in the right headspace because that could definitely be a reading where I cry. So it will be getting uploaded. It was requested by a subscriber, so I am going to do that reading. I just need to make sure that I am like mentally and emotionally prepared to do that reading, so be on the lookout for that. And yes, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next one. Hi pile 2, if you chose the I know you feel anxious but you forgot the part where you totally got this message, you are in the right place. So we have the World card, we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Chariot, we have Hunter, stay with the process, we have Bubble Rider, we have Sing, spend time with animals, Canary Spirit, sing your own song, and Comfort, take it and give it. Now with your tarot, I was called to the Blooming Cat Tarot for your group. So I think that's very cute that I was drawn to that particular deck. And then you got the Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles talks about growing something, like metaphorically, you know, when you plant seeds in a garden and you're waiting for them to grow and you can see the progress, but it's not quite yet time for harvest, and so you're having to exercise patience, and so you're just waiting in your garden, you know, for the right time to harvest these pentacles. You know, the fruits of your labor haven't come through, but you can see some progress. That's the Seven of Pentacles, and so it's just very cute to me that deck, the Blooming Cat Tarot, and then you got the Seven of Pentacles, which talks about literally waiting for something, you know, to bloom. So I just think that's very cute. But anyway, 2 major arcana cards. I would not expect that from this like type of reading, but I do think that for you all, you know, maybe you have multiple fur babies, multiple pets, but I will say whichever pet is coming through, or for some of you, maybe you have, you know, more than one pet that this could apply to, but I do think that at least one of your pets acts like a spirit guide to you. Like they have like this spiritual connection to you. Like I think that at least one of your pets is kind of a part, or is a part of your soul family, because you have quite serious messages here. Like there are some more you know, more expected messages, but it really kind of feels like your pet is trying to give you a heads up about some major changes that are on the horizon for you. With the World card, you're closing out some sort of cycle that you have been patiently waiting to close out, and so there's going to be some sort of completion, but at the end of that cycle closing out, there's going to be some sort of choice that has to be made with the Chariot card here. But it's a choice that you are able to make because you've had this success. So that, again, it's a very higher level message, but let's just get that out of the way before we get into the more practical stuff. Now, I will say, for some of you, your pet really wants to move. Like they want to go somewhere with you. And so your pet is just maybe not quite happy with your current living situation, or maybe there's just something in their environment, like maybe you have an indoor pet and they really want to get outside, and so maybe this is your pet like saying, I want to go on more walks, or you know, I want to go, like if you are someone who, for example, goes to the park, goes to the lake, and like you come home and your pet can kind of like smell it on you, you know, like they can tell that you've been somewhere interesting and like they want to go with you. And so it's just a side message there from your pet. But yes, there's definitely some desire here for movement and change. But again, for those of you who are resonating, like you're like, yeah, I definitely have a spiritual connection with my pet. Your pet is coming through and saying like big changes are on the horizon, and you're gonna have to make some, you know, big decisions that may bring you some stress or may cause you a need to pause and really contemplate. But it's going to be, again, as a result of some sort of success that you're having. So, for example, maybe you also want to move, you know? And so if you have like a job offer somewhere, or you graduate and now you're able to make more money because of this degree or certification that you now have, something like that, you know, maybe before you didn't have the financial means to move, but now you do, and so then you have to make a big decision about where you're going to move to. So that's just an example. You can apply this how it resonates in your life, but your pet is wanting to prepare you for that. Now, with the stay with the process here, this to me is echoing the Seven of Pentacles, and you even see like 2 black cats here. And also the black cat here. I do feel like when you have to make this decision, choose the riskier route. Choose the route where there's more uncertainty, but there is more of a potential for a payoff, more of a potential to bring you complete and total like joy and fulfillment. Your pet is saying it's not the time to play it safe. Your pet is also wanting you to continue to have patience, because you may have been doubting that this could even, happen for you. There could be a lot of self-doubt there, and maybe you've been waiting a really long time. So again, some higher level messages coming through. I feel like also for those of you who are working on something, especially if it's creative in some way, with this bubble rider card here, your pet is saying like continue to work hard and have patience, but also have some fun. Like have fun with the process, but also balance it out and have some fun just in general. Like your pet really wants you to be authentic to yourself with this canary spirit and sing. Like you got sing twice. So your pet is wanting you to open up your throat chakra, like have some fun, bring out your inner child, and be authentic to you, do what feels right to you. Speak up your mind, live in a way where you feel like you're following the beat of your own drum. Do what feels right to you. Don't follow everyone else's expectations. Again, like some really higher level messages coming through. Now, I also feel like with the spend time with your animals card and comfort here, take it and give it, your pet is saying like, you provide so much comfort and support to me. Let me give that back to you. Like as busy as you are at, working on whatever this is, still take that time to balance it out and relax, spend some time with me, let me comfort you the way that you comfort me. Yeah. So it's so different than pile one, like so different. But again, I think it's because you have a spiritual connection with your pet, and your pet's higher self is really coming through to tell you some important messages here. I'll be really curious to know like what is going to be happening in your life specifically, because again, like this is major energy here. These are major changes that you might have an idea. You may say like, yeah, I've been watching other readings. I know what changes on the horizon for me. Like I've been trying to manifest this thing. I've been really patiently like working on this project, something like that. But yeah, there's big changes on the horizon. Your pet is like, I will be here with you by your side through all of this. And, just because it's a lot of change to adjust to and there are some big decisions to make, like, I'm always going to be by your side, so we got this. Like, we can write out the changes and still have fun with it. We can still be playful. That's the thing, is your pet really wants you to be more playful with life. Yeah. Okay, let's look at your spirit cat message here. Even just this cat is so colorful, right? We have night magic. Oh my gosh, night magic? Remember how I was talking about the repeating black cats, and you should choose the road that's like less obvious or less expected, where there's more uncertainty, but there's more of a chance for, complete happiness and joy and fulfillment, even though it's riskier. Oh my gosh, like that lines up really well. Okay. It says, meet Vespertine, no sleep for the wild. She is a swirl of creativity and nighttime escapades. She is a pure nocturnal playfulness, and mystery. Going out at night is not only for the young. Night magic is for everyone. Explore the night. Go out dancing or walk under the stars. Gather with your friends and talk into the wee hours. Sing. Oh my gosh, you've got sing 3 times now. Sing and play music under the moonlight. I wonder if your pet tries to also give you messages through songs. That would be very cute. Okay. Stay up to watch a meteor shower or a lunar eclipse. See the sunrise while the world sleeps. Watch your perspective expand and shift. You have more energy than you believe. I think there's something big on the horizon here for you. And I was not expecting to get a message like this from a fur baby reading, but your pet is really a guide to you. I mean, they really are. I think you have a very wise pet. And I even say this like myself sometimes with my cat Gracie. I'm like, she is such a mature person. Like, not, well, she's not a person, but she's such a mature kitty. Like, if you do something to her, like, she doesn't like it when I trim her claws, you know, but she expresses so much forgiveness. Like, she's not happy with me about it, but she doesn't hold a grudge. Like, she just lets it go. Same thing when I take her to the vet. Like, she can't stand it, but I bring her home, she has a snack, she takes a nap, and she gets up and she's fine. Like, there's no resentment, there's no grudge holding. And so that's what I'm talking about, like something like that. Like, your pet has a lot to teach you, but I feel like your pet can sense these energetic shifts before they happen in your life. And so it's like your pet is in on the secret. You know, like your pet is like working with the rest of your spiritual team. You know how in like Disney movies, or Sailor Moon would be a good example, like Luna, and how she guides like Sailor Moon or Usagi into being Sailor Moon. You know, same thing in like Disney movies where there's an animal companion. Something like that. Like, it feels like you're the protagonist and you have this pet that acts as like a guide to you. Yeah, so I think that they sense these energetic shifts that are going to be happening in your life before they actually happen. And yeah, I think that's everything that I'm getting from this. And I think also just doing something different is going to help with your creativity. If you're someone who is working on a creative project and that message was resonating for you, yeah, just changing up your routine, like when you're able to, and doing some of these like spontaneous things that this card was talking about, could be really helpful in sparking that creativity some more. Okay, so pile 2, this was very unexpected, very different. So I hope it resonated. I know it's definitely not a reading for everyone, but yes, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, hitting the notification bell so you always know when I upload. The easiest way to support the channel is to simply watch the ads. Thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting the channel thus far. If you skip the intro, I am going to be filming a message from a deceased pet, so be on the lookout for that reading. Like I was telling pile 1, I know I could probably cry during that reading, so I have to be in the right headspace, you know, the right emotional space to film that reading. So I am going to do it. It was requested by a subscriber. I just need to block out the right time to do that reading. So yes, I also, as I'm talking, I'm just noticing that I have a black and white cat here, and that is mirroring this Chariot card, like even the position of the cats. That's a cool little synchronicity. I just noticed that. So anyway, pile 2, thanks for letting me do this reading, and I will see you in my next one. Hi pile 3, so if you chose the It's Going to Be Okay message, you are in the right place. So we have the World card, we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Page of Wands, we have the Star, we have the Human Myth, we have Rest, we have Dolphin Spirit, This and That Are True, we have Judgmental, Observe Your Critic, and we have Expectation, Expect the Best. Okay, your reading is in line with what I was expecting to film today. Like pile 2 was really kind of out there, but your reading is very cute and very funny to me. Okay, so I don't know if you have a pet that is quite sassy or quite demanding in ways, or you have a pet that's quite a fur baby that is quite spoiled, but if you do, you are definitely in the right place. With this Judgmental and Expectation card here, as well as the Human Myth and the Star card, your pet is coming through and saying, I know I ask a lot of you. I know that I ask a lot of you, but I know it's because you love me and you will do everything for me. Your pet is saying, like, I recognize that you are a 1 in a million pet parent. Like, I realize that you give me the world, like the human myth. Like, you are the type of pet parent that other pets whisper about. Like, you are the best that I could possibly ask for, but because you always are the best, I continue to expect the best from you. And so your pet is saying, like, yes, I am spoiled, but you are the reason that I am spoiled. You are the reason that I expect the best and why I can be a little bit demanding, and it's because I have come to expect a certain quality of life here. You know, when you go through a divorce, what's that phrase? When you go through a divorce, what is it? A certain standard of living. You know, when people are trying to work out their finances and someone has to pay up. That's like, you know, and it's because of the standard of living that they've become accustomed to. That's the phrase. Like, your pet is like, you have provided a certain standard of living that I have become accustomed to, and I expect you to keep it up. It's like the message that's coming through. But your pet is saying, like, on the other side of that, I love you so much and I want you to rest and I want you to take care of yourself. This and that can both be true. Like, I can absolutely, like, Gracie will smack me in the face at 3 in the morning with her cute little toe beans, and I have to get up and feed her her first breakfast, and then there's like second and third breakfast that happen later. But even though, like, she's come to expect that, like, quick service, right? At 3 o'clock in the morning, your pet is kind of coming through in the same manner. They're like, even though I expect all of these things from you, it doesn't change the fact that I still love you so much and I, you know, care for you very much and I want you to be as happy as I am, but, you know, I have my needs. So your pet is funny. Your pet is very, very funny. With the World card here, as well as the Star, like, again, like, you are a wish come true. Like, you are everything they could have ever wanted in a pet parent. You are the world to them, and they just think very, very highly of you. With the Page of Wands, you guys have a lot of fun together. And with the Knight of Pentacles, like, your pet recognizes the financial investment, you know, like, they see the toys, they see the high quality food that you buy them, they see the time and the effort that you put into them. Like, they get it, but they're just telling you, like, my standards are not changing. Like, I'm going to continue to expect the best from you because I know that you are the best. And yeah, like, that's the message. It's pretty straightforward here from your pet, but it's almost like your pet is a little bit, and you may have multiple pets who are like this, or this could just be talking about one specific pet, fur baby, but yeah, it's almost like they're a little bit sheepish and they're saying, like, yeah, you know, I know I'm demanding, I know I'm a prima donna, like, I know I am sometimes difficult and fussy, but, you know, I still love you. Don't expect it to change. You know, don't expect any character development on my end. You know, I am who I am, but you know, it's like they're not in any way, shape, or form, like, looking to change or trying to take accountability when they're naughty. You know, no, none of that. They're saying, you know, I just want you to know that you are appreciated, but, you know, don't expect this demanding behavior to change because it's not. It's very cute. It's a very sweet message, but funny. And your pet is definitely saying, like, with all of this, make sure you rest. Make sure you take care of yourself. Some of you could have been drawn to pile 1 as well. I could see that being a thing, because pile 1 had a message of make sure you take care of yourself because you still have to take care of me. And I could see your pet also having that same energy, okay? Like, absolutely. Okay, let's look at your spirit cat message. We have relaxation. So you've got this message here twice. It says, meet Molly. Like a cloud, she is the embodiment of that luscious state between purring and sleep. Molly understands the healing magic of stretching her paws, arching her back, letting out a long mew, and then settling into a cozy circle of softness and rest. For a moment, or maybe longer, let go of everything you feel you have to do and consciously relax your body and mind. Slow down your breath. Savor the stillness between each inhale and exhale. Close your eyes, unwind, and soften. You deserve the gentle healing of relaxation. There you go. And this is like the perfect message to wrap up this reading, because it's like your pet is saying, you know, I may be really demanding and I may have high standards and I may be over here trying to live a life of indulgence, but you could take a page out of my book and also treat yourself really well and also rest and relax. And I know sometimes I am the one preventing you from resting and relaxing because I want to play and I want you to feed me and I want you to take me outside and all this. But ignore that part. Let's ignore that part and pretend that's not a thing. This and that can both be true. You know, it's like your pet is saying, like, you know, I know you got other stuff going on, but you need to rest, you need to relax. You still need to, you know, keep take caring of me at, you know, at the same high quality standard that I've become accustomed to. But I also need you to rest and relax and take care of yourself. Yeah, some of you definitely could have been drawn to pile 1 too. I could see that being a thing. Yeah, this reading was so funny and so cute. Okay, I love this chunky orange cat. Like, it's so cute. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me do this reading for you, pile 3. If you skip the intro, I am planning on filming a reading about deceased pets, you know, messages from pets who have passed on. I need to be in the right mental and emotional headspace though to film a reading like that, because I could definitely cry if I filmed a reading like that. So it will be coming. I don't know when, but I am going to film it. Yes, so thank you guys so much. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, hitting the notification bell so you always know when I upload. The easiest way to support the channel is to simply watch the ads. Thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting the channel thus far. You all have been a wonderful, wonderful group of subscribers, and I'm really excited to continue to see our community grow. And yeah, I think that's everything. I will see you guys in my next one. Take care.